Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, Katie, baby.
Baby.
Now let me just go back in my notes to figure out what all I have to call you because I forget.
Oh, it's okay. I'm like,
With me, of course, is my lovely co-host, the hangman, Adam Page, to my newly free agent, Adam Cole.
yes, we're
Drop
gonna
that
talk about that.
information. The Young Bucks Nation sensation,
I'm
the
like,
fire
gotta fit the
breathing
name.
Cody Rhodes Eaton, spice of life, the sassy senorita, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
Oh, I love this intro. And I'm glad you wrote it
I
down.
had to write it down because I was gonna freaking forget.
I can't wait for the day you like hold up the papers and then like read it directly from
I'm
the
just gonna be
papers.
like,
Yeah,
so
exactly. I'm like,
I'm
wait,
not
where's
that
the
blind
line?
yet. I'm not that blind yet. Come on now, give me some credit. But yeah, the
This is it.
this is well, okay. Let's preface this first, and then we'll go into more details later in the show. This is going to be the last ShElite showcase on the Smacked Raw channel.
Yes, that is correct.
We got 9 episodes, 9 very good episodes. I must say,
Yes, and
being a
one of
little
them includes
biased.
a really, I know, one of them includes a really nice rant about Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god, it was so funny, and I can't wait for you to like finally be able to like clip it.
I know, I need to clip it. I really do need to clip it.
Did I ever upload it in MP4 for
I
you?
think you did. I just haven't gotten around to it. I
Okay,
just
well
need
that's fair.
to.
I mean, you did just start.
I barely got my editing software fixed.
Yeah, you barely got your editing software fixed, and you just started school up again. So, fair.
Mhm.
So if you're here live, thank you. Um, this is on twitch.tv/smackedraw. Again, this is going to be
The last time.
final time on this
Which
Twitch.
channel?
I don't know how to speak. I'm sorry,
It's okay.
but the video will be up Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning because I'll upload it after on youtube.com/smackedraw podcast. Right? Why am I
Like
forgetting
Katie,
everything? I'm blanking.
like Katie, you have to forget after the show.
youtube.com/smackedraw podcast. Oh wait, it's coming up on the thing, the scrolly bar.
Yeah, so
I feel like you should go out on 10. I agree, and that was gonna be my thing. Is like 10 episodes is like a good hoorah, but when we talk about later the things we have planned for the future, you'll see why we're kind of stopping now.
yeah, I think 10 would be the good place to start the new chapter, if you will.
Yeah, see, I like that.
Eh.
See, big brain.
Big brain and big headache.
Big brain, big headache. It only makes
I know,
sense.
big brain, bigger headache.
I love
Not
that.
to let it get to me, but shit, it hurts.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
I know, but still. So this isn't gonna be like the typical like news rumors, AEW Dark Elevation. Sorry for people who actually come here for the Dark and Dark Elevation results. I don't have any of those because I was in Vegas for SummerSlam.
Living it up.
Living it up big time. I got to meet in person all the guys over at Young Kings Wrestling, so shout out to them. Very nice. They took real good care of me because 2 of them are from Vegas.
Nice.
So, shout out.
He said we don't watch those shows anyway, so it's cool.
Jesus. It's fine. So that's also why last week's episode was shot like a Wednesday morning.
On Wednesday.
Wasn't it? Did we do a
Wednesday
morning
night.
one?
It was Wednesday night because it was super late.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I'm thinking of the week before. Jesus.
Yeah, no, that was Friday morning, and that was because Thunder said no.
Oh yeah, because I lost fucking power because the thunderstorm. Jesus.
And then I got a thunderstorm shortly after we got interrupted. So I'm like, yeah, maybe just today wasn't a good filming day, or that time wasn't a good filming day.
It was just not a fun time for us, apparently. But
No,
that's one of the many memories we will continue to talk about throughout the show.
that is right.
That is right. Very right.
That is right.
Another thing before we start like the news and rumor stuff is my birthday. Like we got to celebrate my birthday on this.
I know, and I gave you a toast, and I had the confetti, which some of it actually still is on my carpet. I didn't vacuum
Stop
the
it.
bag didn't vacuum that well.
Is it really?
Like, look, I'll prove. Yeah, look, I'll prove it to you right now. Look, I have a little. Here's a little star. Oh, it fell. There's this little star.
Oh my god.
There's like a few of these on the floor still, and a few happy birthdays. I need to do another vacuum of my room.
That's. I mean, it's memories.
Yeah.
You know, memories.
Yeah, memories that we will cherish.
Oh man, that was episode 4. Can you believe that was a month ago?
Yeah. Shit.
Sheesh.
Like, now I wonder what we're gonna do for my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like nothing.
No,
My
no,
birthday's on
no,
Easter.
no,
We're not doing anything.
I don't give a shit. No. We are gonna do something because. Oh wait, no. Did we actually do it on my birthday?
Yes, it was on your birthday. It was a
Yeah,
Thursday.
because it was a Thursday. Okay, well I don't give a shit. Like we're doing it the Thursday of your birthday. Like whether that be before Easter, after Easter, memories. Jesus. We're doing it. We're doing a show for your birthday. It'll be the Happy Birthday Savannah episode.
Ooh.
I
I'm
promise.
like, I think I'll be absent.
Hey, you gave me like a sappy message, which I loved. You made me tear up.
I know. That
You
was
had-
the goal. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
had confetti. You had party poppers. You had so much. So
Yeah,
it's
'cause
only
it was your
fair
birthday.
that I will do the same for you.
I still disagree, but
Well,
I guess we'll get there when we
don't
get there.
care if you disagree. Ha.
Ow. Yay.
Okay. Alright, let's do news and rumors, and then we'll just go through a bunch of other stuff. Like, because we have a bunch of questions we can answer while we're going to.
Yeah.
So, here's all the news and rumors that I have. Episode 9. Go watch episode 1 through 8. Yeah, basically. This is just a fun little recap episode / new information.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam, we saw the return of Becky Lynch, who beat Bianca and became the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
I know. Like I was so happy when Becky came back. I just really wish that they didn't have like a little squash match. Like I wish it would have been like a Sasha Banks Belair moment at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
They
people
said nah.
were pissed that Sasha didn't show up. People were like legitimately getting refunds for their t-shirts.
I don't fucking care that she didn't show up. I was more upset about the match. Becky's return, totally happy. She took Sasha's place. Frick yeah, let's go. I don't like Sasha, so.
I mean,
I
I'm not the
couldn't care
biggest
less.
Sasha fan either, but like I was more so just like upset with the fact that they advertised this match for multiple, like they knew for days that Sasha wasn't going to show up. And
Do
they
you know
still
why?
played it.
'Cause it's
There's been a lot of like speculation. I'm not gonna like touch on it because I don't necessarily know. But they knew they knew at least day of that she wasn't showing.
Yeah.
Still ran the promo package.
I guess to make it, even though it was obvious, to try and make it a little less obvious that Becky was coming back. It was kind of like what that reminded me of was in 2016 when Nikki Bella came back. Eva Marie was suspended at the time before her SummerSlam match. And they still tried to do her intro and stuff, and they said, oh, well, never mind, she's not here. And then that's when Nikki came back. But everyone still kind of speculated, especially after Eva Marie was announced to be suspended.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, that's probably Nikki going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of like that.
Yeah, like, and I get why they did it. Like, you want to hype up Becky's return, and like you want to keep it a secret, even though they're awful keeping secrets, and we kind of knew, like, we been knew.
Yeah.
You feel?
Especially after Punk, like they had to bring out something, you know?
Yeah. Well, let me just stay on SummerSlam for a second, and then I will talk about Punk.
Yeah.
We also saw at the end of SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, a man who I'm not the biggest fan of, and if you've watched anything I've done on SmackDown, you know this.
Yeah.
I popped for Brock Lesnar, and I can admit that because I was shocked, and the fact that he's gonna be going after Roman, which means I can get Paul Heyman on a pole match, or Paul Heyman in a shark cage.
The custody battle match. We're
The
finally
custody
gonna
battle
get it.
for Paul Heyman is finally gonna happen.
Yes,
And the fact that Brock's a babyface, and like that's weird. Like that's such an odd thing to think about.
It's weird, but I am intrigued to see what they're gonna do now that again that Paul Heyman is representing Roman Reigns, because he was the advocate for so long.
Yep.
So I'm like, so does this mean that is Brock gonna get a replacement? Is Brock gonna actually speak on the mic himself? Is he not gonna speak at all and just let his,
Let his actions
do the talking? Yeah, let the actions, let his presence do the talking. Like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. All I know is that he looks like a Viking now, and it's kind of cool.
I'm glad that he does look different, though. I'm glad that he showed up like in jeans and not like his his shorts or whatever.
Boxing short. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like I'm glad that he looks different. So I'm hoping, and it's probably a little far fetched, but I'm hoping that means we're gonna get something different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, his ponytail really do be killing it though.
For real.
Brock and Paul Ellering with a returning AOP. I'd be down. That'd be interesting, but
they probably wouldn't though. They already made their budget cuts.
They made their budget cuts. And then Brock and Talk, you're just gonna need the sensors on standby. True. I don't give a shit about your kids. To Heath Slater? Yeah, clearly. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what they do with Brock. And again, I really just want like a custody battle over Paul Heyman. That's the only way I'm gonna be happy about
or him on a pole.
Him on a pole, him in a shark cage. Anything.
Maybe on a pole in a shark cage.
on a stripper pole in a shark cage.
Like that's the dream.
That's all. That's take my money. Like please. And the night before SummerSlam, so Friday, on AEW Rampage, after all of the hype, in Chicago at the United Center, they started the show with the returning CM Punk. Cue Cult of Personality if we wouldn't get copyright struck.
Cue the static first and then Cult of Personality.
Exactly.
The TV static. You can't. It's not Punk without the TV static.
Truth. And it was just a good moment. Like there were fans crying. It was a good day to be a wrestling fan.
I know there was that one fan, like they showed who was like in tears, and people were making fun of him. I'm like, dude, this is like obviously Punk has had a huge impact in his life, like and he's like finally back after all these years. Let him be. Calm
that
down.
guy is gonna become like the new Angry Miz girl, or like the Brock Lesnar guy who was at AEW and like Punk like saw. So like.
I was just gonna say I really liked how he had the same reaction that Edge had when he came back to the Royal Rumble, like when he returned
the first time.
He had he had that same look on his face, and then I just loved how he was just giving everyone a hug. I was like, oh my god, he loves his
jumped
fans,
into the crowd.
Yeah, I know, he jumped into the crowd. He gave everyone a hug. It was a good moment. You don't have to like the guy. I just think like it was definitely a very historic moment. And he was trending. Sure. He was trending everywhere. Like on Twitter, he was #1 trending. And then on YouTube, the videos that AEW put out of not only his entrance, just the entrance, a video of just the entrance, but the video of his promo, like him actually talking.
Yeah.
Both of those were on trending in YouTube. Out of all of YouTube, CM Punk was trending #1 and #2 from just his entrance and then his promo. So he was trending twice.
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
Like, him coming back is so crazy because I remember when Punk left WWE.
Yeah.
He said, gotta go. He took it and ran.
He said adios.
I like a lot of people are giving Punk shit because he's shitting on WWE and his promos when he's coming back. And let me just say, I think CM Punk has stated everything correctly and how he feels. That place got him sick. And his first promo on Rampage said it the best. Like, he couldn't be himself anymore. Like, he left Ring of Honor, he went to WWE, had his time there, got sick, had to deal with so many things, got fired on his wedding day, like a bunch of shit that happened. So yeah, the man has every right to be bitter with WWE, I would say, because all of that happened, and he didn't specifically say WWE, and he didn't name drop anybody, and he didn't say shit like that, when other people can just be like, yo, fuck WWE, this person, and like they just run it down. He didn't. Yeah. He didn't.
And I'm just to play quick devil's advocate here for the people who are giving him shit. I guess they're the fans who got this false hope when he showed up on WWE backstage and did a few episodes there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they thought he was gonna be set for WWE, and they were just refusing to believe the rumors that he was all elite. I think that's why they're probably kind of pissed, because they were like, again, the false hope that like, I'm not saying that like it's not their fault that they were living in false hope. It is their fault because they kept holding on probably. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying that maybe the case of why they're so upset.
Maybe. And he also said that. He was like, if my actions in the past or whatever, like whatever he said, like I don't remember verbatim, but if that upset you, then I apologize. Which, and like he acknowledges the CM Punk chants that have been going on for like 7 years. The ice cream bars. That was like, a lot of people forgot that like that was one of like his main things, like in his like the pipe bomb era, if you will. And he wanted ice cream bars with his face on them. And at the end of his promo on Rampage, he said, ice cream bars on me. And everyone in the United Center got a CM Punk ice cream bar.
And apparently he actually did pay out of pocket for everyone's ice cream bar. That was all him. That wasn't like AEW sponsoring him. Like, no, he paid for it.
I also saw on Twitter someone who was at the show that they're gonna be selling the ice cream bars at All Out.
Nice.
Like at the concession stand.
I know someone tried to sell like I don't know if this was a meme, but I saw like on Instagram that someone was trying to sell their ice cream bar like on eBay. I'm like, this shit's gonna be melted. Like,
I mean, if anything, I think they'd be selling the wrapper.
That's true. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to sell the actual bar to get more worth out of it. But
people are fucking weird. I have something in my eye. This is awful.
And then Matt says, fuck Booker T, because Booker T gave Punk a lot of shit for his return. I didn't read into it. I just saw that he gave him shit. I don't know exactly what he said. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what his deal is, honestly. Like why does he have to, like, because obviously even Jim Cornette praised the way they returned Punk and what Punk did, you know? Like, Jim Cornette said that, like, you know, the rumor of Punk's presence alone sold out that entire arena, and that's something no one else can do. So that's obviously showing some praise. Mm-hmm. But, like, Booker T over here has to be, like, I don't even know. Again, I don't know what he said because I didn't really want to read into it because it kind of just, I was like, really? Of course he probably had something to say. Because I know last time Booker T got into some shit with non-WWE talent, if you read the Bucks book, is that, like, he pretty much got them canceled because they didn't shake his fucking hand. I'm like, oh my god. I know that's like a respect thing, but, like, the fact that probably hurt their chances of, you know, making
Booker
it big.
T's just gotta stop. Stop it.
I
Just
know.
stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help. I legitimately have something in my eye now, and it's gonna bother me. God damn it. Ow. I'm just gonna have to, like, keep my eye closed for a while. Try and get it out. Other returns that we saw before I get into, like, other news and rumors.
News and rumors.
Christ. Ow. At TakeOver 36, Kaylee Ray, the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champ, baddie, she debuted, I guess, technically in NXT, and is gonna go after Raquel Gonzalez, and
I'm glad, but I really wish I still wanted Dakota to win. I honestly thought this was her time.
Same.
I was pretty disappointed. Like, I picked Dakota in my predictions, so the fact that, like, you know, because I was like, she's gonna win. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, this is long. We talked about it. This is long overdue. She needs to be the champ now.
Yeah.
But nah.
I mean, it's fine. My predictions got fucked up for TakeOver. Like,
yeah,
that's the reason I got 6th place. Like, let's be real. Because I had Adam fucking Cole winning.
Yeah, so did I.
I knew he was leaving, which that's he's apparently a free agent as of today, according to our advocate, Reek Havoc. I say ours, that's Savannah and us, in case you're new to the show and don't know that yet. Yeah, listen, I watched TakeOver with Reek, and I was, like, pacing after Cole, like, lost. I, like, got up. I said, you gotta be fucking joking. I needed to breathe. I was pissed. I was so pissed off. Because how the fuck are you gonna have... I'm still mad.
I honestly thought he was gonna win. I mean, but I guess if he's not re-signing and possibly not gonna stay in the WWE, I mean, I guess they would be the ones to, like, not have a good send-off, like, let him lose his last match. His last appearance, let him lose.
Like, I get it, but, like, I really just wanted him to win.
I wanted him to win, too. But you know what? Ghost Adam Cole's coming back. He's coming back.
Oh, and that's another thing with Punk that I wanted to bring up. People noticed that he wrote AC on his shoes when he debuted. And then on Dynamite, he had BW, which a lot of people are speculating Bray Wyatt. And then he also just nonchalantly drops the fact that Daniel Bryan's more than likely Bryan Danielson is gonna be in AEW because there was chance of chance, and
he said that's not my shtick, but you guys gotta be patient or something like that. He said
it's something along those lines, and CM Punk's really just out here being like, hey, here's little information, congratulations. Now the shoe thing, I'm not gonna, like, speculate too hard because we don't actually know. That could just be Punk doing something because he knows people are watching.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know.
Yeah.
And then the other, like, thing that well, two things. This upcoming Saturday is NWA's Empower pay-per-view. It's their all-female pay-per-view. I highly suggest you buy it, anyone listening or watching, because, you know, you gotta support women's wrestling. And the card sounds pretty great. Melina versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Impact, or the Knockout, like, women's championship. I fucking love Melina. She was one of my favorites. Yeah. So, like, that. Mickie James is gonna take on Kylie Ray. Layla Hirsch is taking on the Amazonian Camille. Like, there's gonna be good matches, and I say, if you can watch it, buy it.
Do it.
Show them that, like, women's wrestling is a draw. You feel me, dog? Like,
yes. We feel.
And then this was before they announced more participants, but the first participant for the Casino Battle Royal for All Out. Jesus Christ.
I was like,
I was gonna say Double or Nothing for some reason because we were talking about that before, but I was like, I know it's not that.
I'm like, it's September, Katie.
time's not real.
Or
I
it's
don't know.
gonna be September.
It's gonna be September. Yeah. So Nyla Rose was the first participant announced because Nyla won the first one. But now they have like Swole, Bunny, Teconti, Thunder Rosa, Diamante. I feel like there's more. I'm trying to like picture the graphic in my head that they showed on TV.
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet. I think that might be it for now. But they have like 9 out of 21 names so far. Which means there's going to be a lot of surprises. We could see the Iconics.
We could
see Ruby.
Soho.
Yeah. We could see Lana, because Miro kind of teased the name a little bit.
Well, he always talks. He's always talking about his wife in his little segments.
Acknowledge your champion. Shut up, Matt. Matt won predictions, so he's out here gloating. That's all I really had, because again, I was gone, so like I didn't have like my notebook or anything with me. Possibly Jamie Hayter too. Thank you, Gemma. Which that would make sense that Jamie would be in the Battle Royal too.
Yeah.
But did you have any news or rumors, Savannah?
Usually I do, but this time I don't. I honestly can't think of any news and rumors like off the top of my head, honestly.
Didn't you say you had something before?
Oh, I was just gonna say that, like, I was gonna talk about Adam Cole, because I was like, I see your Adam. And I'm like, he may be coming.
Oh, see, you can, but they can't. Because how I have my screen cropped.
Oh, yeah. Well, I see little Adam Cole. I see half his face.
Little Adam Cole, baby, is always here in spirit, chilling.
Yeah.
So before we do our picks, like our male-female tag team.
Yeah.
Let's answer some of the questions that you got on Instagram.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
When do you think Adam Cole will show up in AEW?
Well, first of all, I don't know, man. Because, like, I think he only has, like, the 30-day, he has the 30-day,
like the
no compete clause thing, not 90 days, 30 days. So I can see him just debuting on Dynamite. I think All Out is a little too soon because it is like 2 weeks from now. So
yeah, I don't think he'll show up at All Out.
Maybe Full Gear. I can see it, but I can see it also like on an episode of Dynamite. I know they're trying. It's because it's kind of confusing because I know AEW wants things to be a surprise, like, you know, CM Punk. They didn't. It was obvious that he was going to AEW. Pretty much everyone confirmed it, but AEW, that like he was going. You know, it wasn't until after his debut that they said CM Punk was All Elite.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure they might be waiting to do that with Adam Cole if that's the case. However, I know Chris Jericho had talked about like how with Sting's debut they didn't say anything until after his debut happened. And TNT didn't like that. They were like, don't do that. Like, don't, like, just, like, make sure, like, he's announced that he's debuting or that he's signed or whatever. Because they didn't like Sting's surprise debut. Because I guess for rating purposes to get more people to watch, they're like, don't do that. But then they still did that for Punk. But at the same time, it was really obvious. So, again, it's confusing. But I don't know which way they're going to go. Like, announce it and then have him debut, or have him debut and then, like, say, oh, yeah, he's All Elite, by the way.
Maybe. What other ones do we have on here? I feel like we kind of answered this already, but what got you into wrestling? Didn't we answer that a few weeks ago?
Yeah, we did. It was basically like, it was what brings you back, but we kind of basically touched on what got us into it in the first place. So we can just jump to the next one. I don't want to bore people again.
That's fair. Seth Rollins or Jon Moxley?
Man, honestly, Jon Moxley, only because even when he was fucking Dean Ambrose, I freaking loved him, and I loved him more than Seth, especially when they were feuding in 2014. I couldn't stand Seth Rollins at the time, so I'm gonna have to go with Jon Moxley, honestly.
I'm gonna go Seth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seth.
And again, it's nothing personal. It's just I've liked Moxley longer than I've liked Rollins.
That's fair. I just remember like when Rollins was feuding with Triple H and became like the Kingslayer, and
I got his shirt and I got the Monday Night Rollins shirt. I was all like, oh my god, he's so cool.
he and like his run with the IC title was great, and like everything he's doing character wise right now is fantastic. I don't know, something about Rollins has always like sparked my interest. So
this is a weird question.
Okay.
Has he been the Universal Champion?
Yes.
Because I was kind of
right.
Like, I don't remember when, if that's the case. Because I was going to talk about his Universal Championship reign if it exists twice.
According to Reek, twice.
Man, I'm just fucking blanking.
He would have been he would have beat Brock for it.
He did beat Brock for it. I remember. And then Brock Lesnar, that's when he Brock Lesnar cashed in on Seth Rollins. So then,
he.
So then then my point is correct, because I couldn't even freaking remember. His WWE title reign was better than both his Universal title reigns combined. Honestly, that's just my opinion. I think his one, or not his, well, I guess technically he is a 2-time champ, but then that's when Dean Ambrose cashed in on him.
Yeah.
But his first WWE title reign was better than both his Universal title reigns combined, because first of all, just how he won it. He cashed in at WrestleMania. He, as Triple H, as Michael Cole called it, the heist of the century. He had a long run,
dude, and
it probably would have been longer had he not gotten injured. Honestly.
Yeah, and like him coming back from injury, he lost it to Bray. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Because like when I googled it, it was like at Crown Jewel, the Fiend, and I was just like, that's literally not what I asked. But okay, thanks. Yeah. Thanks Google. Liars.
Yeah, it just goes to show. Like I had to think about if he's won it. It just goes to show, like.
I mean, there's a lot of championships too.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, his Universal title reigns weren't like good. Like, they weren't that good. Like, I think honestly, heel Rollins now is really good. I love the whole drip thing he's doing, and then his feud with Edge is phenomenal. Yep. But in the beginning, at least, when he first turned heel again, it definitely wasn't as big or as good as his first heel turn. Again, maybe it's just because, basic what you're comparing it to, like his heel turn, his first heel turn, biggest betrayal in wrestling with the Shield.
Exactly.
The Authority. I guess nothing can really top that. So his second heel turn, it probably could have been done any other way. There was probably no topping, like.
Oh yeah. You can't top that.
Yeah. Should have happened. No, they just decided to hit the Fiend with the hammer and then call it a no contest.
We don't talk about that.
Yes, we don't. Yes, we don't.
Yes, we don't, she says. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to our wrestlers of the week. I'm going to give you the honors. You start us.
Going first?
Yeah, unless you want me to.
I mean, no, I'll start. It's okay. But before we start, I just want to say, I'm reading Matt's comment. Mox's AEW title run was kind of meh. And I honestly, I'm going to get killed for this, but I kind of agree. Only because, like, you see, like, Jericho's title reign, because, it was the first one. He got so much heel heat and shit. And then you have Kenny Omega's going right now. The story with Hangman is amazing. I know it's technically on pause right now because Hangman's missing and we don't know where he is and he needs to come back.
Hangman got kidnapped.
I still want Adam Cole's ghost to haunt him to going back. I want Adam Cole's ghost, and then he resurrects Adam Cole, and then Adam Cole teams with him. That's just me though.
Team Adam.
But yeah,
that's us.
It definitely the Addams family. That's their tag team name. But yeah, and it doesn't help that Mox's title reign was during the pandemic era.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to bring up too.
He won at Revolution, but then the next month, the world completely turned around, and that's when we went into lockdown. That's when there was no fans. So yeah, his reign was a little bit more lackluster. I know
Yeah.
he probably did his best with, given the circumstances, but yeah, it definitely wasn't as good as Jericho's, and it definitely isn't or wasn't as good as Kenny's is going right now. And I think honestly, it's the Hangman story that's really making Kenny's title run like very exciting.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
me to Team Adams.
Bet.
So
Jenna,
yeah,
you can join Team Adams. Team Adams family.
Adams family.
So, are you gonna start male, female, or tag team?
I think I'll start with female,
Okay.
only because that one was probably the one I had the least trouble picking.
Fair.
The only, I guess, again, I talked about this earlier, but my pick is my girl Becky Lynch because she is back and I'm excited. She is the champ, but it's a little bittersweet because I remember when I first saw her coming back, I'm like, she's definitely my pick. This is gonna be so cool. But then she beats Bianca Belair like in a complete squash match. But like she she punched her in the face and then she did like the rock bottom on her. I know they called it something else, but it was a rock bottom.
Apparently, that's like her new finisher or something. But
Yeah,
I also keep just calling it the rock bottom because that's what it is.
yeah, I'm like, it's the rock bottom. But like, I love Becky Lynch. She's my favorite women's wrestler. I'm probably, as someone who's a woman and watches wrestling and trying to like empower women's wrestling, I Becky Lynch is the only female wrestler that I have merch of, and that's I should have worn my Becky jacket, but it's just too hot. But yeah, I need to get more. Like I want like Thunder Rosa, Ty Conti, Britt Baker, of course, but I need to save for that. So but yeah, so like I love Becky Lynch. I was so excited to see her back. It did kind of like taint the moment when she beat her so quickly because I know it's not Becky's fault. I know there was this tweet going around saying it wasn't Becky's fault, it was Creative's fault, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
But like it did kind of ruin it a little because again I was so excited, but then I'm like I know she's gonna get shit for it. And I know people are gonna be not just talk about the return, they're gonna talk about what happened. But she's still my pick because she is the champ, and I can't wait to see what she's gonna say. And she's back also. It's been well over a year now since she left, right?
Yeah, because she had a
Yeah,
baby.
because she had baby Rue, and the fact that she's a mama gonna be wrestling, which I would assume is full time since she's the champ. Props to her.
We would
So
assume, yes.
so yeah,
I was gonna pick Becky, but I knew you were gonna pick Becky.
yeah. Becky's my girl. Like she's
And like I love Becky, and like I'm just like I'm still really torn about the whole like SummerSlam situation.
yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna go Kaylee Ray because she returned or she like
Yeah.
came to NXT. She had a pretty damn good match on NXT like this past week.
Yeah.
And like I've only got to see like a few matches of hers, so I'm very excited to see what she's gonna do because I never watched NXT UK because there's too much wrestling happening and I don't have time. But like I've seen her matches, like I've seen stuff she did in like because I believe she was in the Mae Young Classic. I don't know which one, or possibly both. Was she in both?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I gotta Google it. Man, I gotta come prepared. Kaylee Ray.
Like how you just have your little research computer on the side.
That's why it's here. This is also loading so slow. Mae Young Classic. Oh yeah, she was in both.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, she had some pretty good matches. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
Love that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Kaylee Ray because I knew you were gonna pick Becky, and I sure as fuck wasn't gonna pick Charlotte. So
Oh no, fuck that.
I was not a happy camper.
Her Thanos robe is so fucking cool, but no, I'm like that's not gonna be a reason for me to pick her. Absolutely not.
Like I knew it was
I
gonna
wanted
happen,
Rhea to
but
win.
Same. Anyways, your male or your tag team?
I'm gonna go male next.
Okay.
And I really did want to pick CM Punk because of his return, the way he trended.
Yep.
But I'll give him props. I'll give him his flowers, and I'll give him an honorable mention. But The only reason, literally, the only reason why he's not my pick is because I didn't want returns to be the reason for two of my picks, you know? Because Becky's the real reason was her return, you know? And I'm glad she's the champ, but like, again, I talked about how that was tainted, you know? But it was mostly her return that made her my pick. But Punk, you know, I didn't want it to be because of return and returns. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why. But again, I was still happy to see him back. And, you know, the way he drew the crowd and he trended everywhere and he broke Pro Wrestling Tees and Shop AEW.
Legitimately broke the website and they had to redo everything.
He broke both of them.
He did.
So no one else has done that. And he has like the record. So like most shirts sold in 24 hours. Most shirts sold like of all time, I believe. I'm like, damn. And this dude hasn't even been back for like a solid week. Tomorrow will mark 1 week, and this dude is already breaking records left and right.
Left and fucking right, bro.
So, honorable mention to him, but my pick is gonna go to Mr. Brood Edge, who won his match at SummerSlam. Yep. It was a fucking phenomenal match.
Yep.
I would say it was match of the week, honestly. Like, out of the whole week, from Monday Night Raw to SummerSlam, because I think that was the last wrestling show of the week. No, Takeover was. Takeover. So maybe Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are like, you know, up there, but honestly, for being a one-on-one match, it was phenomenal, and I loved that match so much. So Edge, Brood Edge, and he came out to like, you know, his music and stuff. My dad was all excited for that. He's like, "Oh my God, did you see Edge?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I was like, "Were you happy to see Brood Edge?" He's like, "Yes, I loved it so much." So yeah, Edge is my pick for this week.
Okay, so let me give some background before I give my pick, because I have 2 picks and they are Punk and Edge. But that's okay. That's okay. Our tag teams are gonna be different, so that's okay. Yeah. So when they were when they were showing like the promo package for Seth and Edge, I almost said Seth and Rollins. Jesus. Seth and Edge. I could see them kind of putting like a platform kind of next to the entrance, because it was just a plain flat entrance. So like I'm hitting TC and Rick. I'm like, guys, Edge is gonna come out the floor. Look at this. And like I showed them, and then lo and behold, the Brood music hits. Everyone loses their goddamn mind. It was fucking incredible.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh my God! And then the "You Think You Know Me" hits, and then the bigger pop, and it's, oh my God.
Yeah, you got both. We got both.
We got both. It was so cool to see. Also, Walter and Dragunov, for just that match hurt my chest and my soul.
Oh, I know.
And you know, I'm gonna pick 3 because fuck it. Our show, our rules.
Yeah.
There are no rules. I'm also gonna pick Dragunov because this man choked out Walter. He made him tap. Shook.
Yeah, that was honestly another match that could take the cake for match of the week. Maybe it wasn't match of the Edge vs. Rollins wasn't match of the week.
Incredible.
But it was match of the night. Match of the night for sure. Like match of SummerSlam. Like Edge versus Rollins, I could.
Yeah. I don't know. See, it's hard to like.
It's hard because you were there.
Yeah.
It's hard because you were there.
Yeah. But damn. ShElite Showcase, big fan. Can I have your autographs? There you go.
Bam.
That's my autograph. Also, my hand fucking hurts so bad.
Oh, poor Katie.
I go to the doctor again tomorrow to get this bitch checked out and make sure nothing's actually fucking wrong.
Yeah.
That's not there nor there.
All is well.
All is well. Tag team.
So, tag team was a little bit harder to pick, but I am gonna go with the Lucha Bros because they won their match last night on Dynamite. They're gonna go to the finals of their little tournament to see who gets to face the Bucks at All Out in a steel cage, which I'm pretty sure the Lucha Bros are gonna win. And as sad as it makes me, I honestly think that the Young Bucks tag title reign is coming to an unfortunate end at All Out, and I believe it's going to be to the Lucha Bros. I just have this feeling. So, but that's why they're my pick, because I honestly think they're going to be the ones to win it. They won their match. I think they're going to be the ones to win the finals, and then I think they're going to be the ones to dethrone the Bucks.
Fair.
So yeah.
So like I mentioned before, I happened to look up just what matches were going to be on Rampage, and I got spoiled. So I know who wins, and I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to tell anyone else, because I'm not the type of person.
Yeah.
And I love Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express, so I'm happy with whoever wins and whoever goes on to face the Bucks. That's all I'll say about
Buccos.
that. The Buccos.
Buccos.
My tag team is Casey and Kaden from NXT. Now, a few weeks ago, I don't remember which episode, Reek got mad at me because I did not pick them as my tag team of the week. Yes. And I said the next time they have a match and they win, I will choose them as my tag team of the week. And lo and behold, on NXT, on Tuesday, I almost said last night and I would have been wrong, they had a match, they won, they're killing it. They're gonna go after the tag titles, I'm assuming. He made sure to watch too, just in case.
Yeah.
So I stay true to my word. So
Katie's a woman of her word.
I am a woman of my word. I also just really love Casey Catanzaro because shout out to American Ninja Warrior, because the first woman to climb the warped wall, and she's only 5 foot, and she was the first woman to make it to Vegas, and I love Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's all we're gonna say.
So those are our
picks
of the week.
Yeah.
This is the first time, honestly, I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time I had more WWE wrestlers than AEW as my picks.
I think you might be right.
And of course it's the tag team that's not WWE.
Yeah, because WWE has no fucking tag teams.
Oh, you know what? As back as a joke, I was gonna say that my pick of the week was gonna be The Miz. I said this before because of the whole he stood up and it's a miracle, but again, I kind of realized this made me more sad than happy. I guess what made me happy is that I think John Morrison might actually start will be taken seriously now.
Good.
Because The Miz turned heel on him, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a pretty good feud, I believe, between the two of them. I wish it was for a title. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe they'll get one of them will get a title, or there is no. It's because Damian Priest just won the U.S. title.
I was gonna say Damian Priest just won the U.S. title.
Yeah, so it's unlikely. So. But what I would like to see, which wouldn't even hurt Priest, and next pay-per-view, which is the next one, because it's not Hell in a Cell, because that happened earlier. Is it Extreme Rules?
I think it might be Extreme Rules, because they showed a promo for it.
Their pay-per-views are all over the place right now because of the pandemic, but that's okay. Next pay-per-view, I think, should be a triple threat between Damian Priest, The Miz, and John Morrison for the United States title. And I think not only will it be a really good match, but I think they can add in parts where The Miz and Morrison try to pin each other or try to beat each other. And then at the end of the day, Damian Priest, who's had problems with both of them, comes in and beats them both to retain his title. So it won't hurt Priest, but I think it'd be a good way to incorporate the fact that he's had problems with both, but then incorporate, Miz and Morrison going at it with each other. No, I'm going to win the title. No, I'm going to win the title. I can beat you for it. I can beat you for it.
Yeah.
So no, I think that would be a cool match to see. That's just me.
So Extreme Rules is next, in September, and then Crown Jewel.
Is that seriously the October pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
You know what it could have been? Could have been Evolution, but nah. They said nah.
Don't get me started. Nah. Stop it. I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm already mad about it. And then I'll just keep naming the rest of them for the rest of this month.
Well, Survivor Series and then
Survivor
TLC.
Series in Brooklyn. And then TLC in December. That is also in Chicago. at the Allstate Arena.
Interesting.
Interesting. And then they have their day one pay-per-view. Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, so they're having a pay-per-view New Year's Day.
Oh.
And they're calling it like day one.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Especially because they have deals with Fox now. So like I know like they were like Roman Reigns straight up had a match on New Year's Eve last year. Like at Times Square. I was like, damn. Maybe SmackDown. Because I'm like, maybe this pay-per-view, it's on New Year's Day, right? They can't call it first day on December 31st, but
no, it is like New Year's Day.
It would be cool. It would be cool if they had it New Year's Eve in Times Square, like the pay-per-view, but like obviously not before well before the whole countdown and stuff. So like you have something to do or something to watch before you really get ready for the new year.
Have someone get pinned, and then as soon as
1, 2.
Yep. That would be so funny.
That would be funny.
Like as everyone's just like Happy New Year, and like someone like wins a match. I wonder if that's ever been done before.
Poor desperate Corbin gets pinned like as the new year happens.
Good. Fuck Baron Corbin. Bum ass Baron Corbin.
Honestly, I'm not saying like honestly maybe I do kind of pity him, but I just think this whole desperate Corbin thing was so good. Like my younger sister, she's not like she doesn't like wrestling, but she is a little more. She kind of keeps up with it here and there as opposed to like my older sister who like absolutely has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my little sister, she'll say like, oh, I saw that this happened, or oh, is it true that like CM Punk's back? I'm like, yeah, he's back. She'll ask me questions. My older sister doesn't give a shit, but my younger sister, she kind of keeps up. She follows wrestlers on Instagram. She loves the Bella Twins. I'm like, but why? No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to get shit for that.
Sheesh.
But I've gotten shit for that before, and like I was joking, but that's a different story. But yeah, so she loves the Bella Twins, even though she doesn't keep up with wrestling. So, and she watches Total Diva, she watches Ms. and Mrs. But like, I was going somewhere with this. Oh, even she started seeing the whole desperate Corbin thing online. She's like, what is it? She's like, what's up with like Baron Corbin? Like, what's this whole desperate Corbin thing I'm seeing? I'm like, oh my god, it's so funny. I'm like, he loses his King of the Ring title. He loses his crown to Shinsuke Nakamura. And now, basically, like obviously it's kayfabe, so like I don't feel as bad for laughing at him. But yeah. I'm like, his life is basically going down the tubes. Like I said, he gets his card taken in front of him. His wife doesn't want to be with him. His kids. He's probably like at the verge of losing custody of them. And now she was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." And I was like, "Yeah."
Let me just say something real quick. This man won in Vegas, and I didn't, and I'm mad.
I know. Sorry, Katie. Desperate Corbin no longer got that mustard thing. He could afford dry cleaning. You know what would be so funny? Is like he wins all this money, and then he's so used to like being back in the high life that he wastes it all, and then it kind of hits him like in the face. Like he faces a reality check. Like, look, you ran out of money. Now you're back.
Like he had the presidential suite one night, and then the next night they showed like a clip of him at like some cash only motel, and then the next day he had like this nice ass car. So
I think that's his thing now. I think when he gets money, he's gonna live the high life, waste it all, and then he's gonna be back to square one. It's gonna be like a never-ending cycle of him.
I'm mad.
Getting like he's gonna have a Corbin is WWE's only A+ story.
That is false. That's not the only A+ story. Also, let's just pop up real quick. Y'all not rocking with Crown Jewel? Shut up, Benji. No, we don't rock with Crown Jewel here. Could be Evolution, but no, they're scared. So, whatever. Alright, let's talk about the meat of why we're here.
Yes.
Shall we?
Sorry, it's because my friend just texted me that he has news. Okay. It's my source that is usually correct about everything.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's why I texted back. I normally don't text back while we're live, but I'm like, wait, let me see if I can share it.
You said, hold on a minute.
I know, I asked. I'm like, can I share it right now?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, well, yeah, but let's keep going.
Okay. So, like I said in the beginning of this episode, this is going to be the last ShElite showcase a part of Smack Raw. The Smack Raw family. Savannah and I are going to be taking the ShElite showcase on our own. We're going to have a new channel, a new Twitch, socials, the whole shebang. We're going to have our own little podcast center. It's going to consist of the ShElite showcase that you have seen the past 9 weeks. We're still going to do Thursdays at 9 because that works best for Savannah's schedule.
Yeah, as far as right now.
As far as right now, that could very well change. But as of time being, and us recording this, same time, Thursdays at 9 are still going to be when we go live. But then, we are also going to have other shows that we're doing. So, would you like to talk about yours first, or you want to talk about mine?
Sure. Because mine, I think there's really not much to say about mine. I've mentioned before that I'm gonna be doing a show dedicated to New Japan Pro Wrestling, which Matt, is that doesn't exist, but
Japan WrestleMania.
Yeah, Japan WrestleMania and many other Japan things I'm going to be talking about. I plan on starting with the G1 because it's the biggest tournament in New Japan. Whoever wins. Again, I'll talk more into detail about like what the G1 is and how it works and stuff, when I actually start like doing this show. But like it is, I'll just say right now that the winner gets to go to Wrestle Kingdom, which is, as Matt calls it,
Japan
WrestleMania. It's the biggest pay-per-view. So I'm going to be talking about that, about New Japan stuff, again, starting with the G1. And I am going to do for sure, like, pay-per-views, like, big events, like, Wrestle Kingdom, Dontaku and stuff, Dominion. But weekly shows are going to be a little bit, I'm not going to do those just yet, and I don't even know if the yet's even like a for sure thing, because there's not only multiple weekly shows or road to shows, but they're in the middle of the night here in the States, and with me in school, it's just kind of impossible right now to like incorporate that with my schedule. So for sure, I'm just gonna do the G1 or any other tournaments they may have, as well as pay-per-views. I'm just gonna do recaps on that. I'm gonna share thoughts. I have some friends who have actually come volunteer. They're like, can I be on an episode? And I said, absolutely. So we'll talk together. And so I can't wait to introduce some of them to you. And so, yeah, that's what my show is going to be about. And I'm really excited because I've, talked about, some of my picks for the week on this show have been New Japan wrestlers. So I can't wait to go more into depth on not just the wrestlers who've won, but like wrestlers who've lost and why that could be and stuff, and speculate and so much more. I can pay more love and attention to Japan, the New Japan Pro Wrestling, so on my own show. And the fact that it's like, my show and I get to run it how I want is something that I'm very excited about, something I'm very looking forward to.
And do you have a title for your show?
It is I'm just calling it the New Japan Takeover. I know I'm copying NXT, but whatever. I really don't care. I just want to talk about New Japan. So
that's fair. I mean, it's something you've been passionate about for as long as I've known you. And some like before, like bringing you on for Smacked Raw, that's something you were talking about. You wanted to do a podcast about New Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah, and now not only do I get to do a wrestling podcast per se, with ShElite Showcase, our own weekly show now, but I can do something on the side specifically dedicated to New Japan. But then I also don't have to be just a New Japan podcast. It's something I can do on my own,
That's very true. Ow. Call it the spicy sessions.
No, the spicy sessions will just be when I need to talk about Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, and Jay White, and I'll need to starve myself for a few days.
Stop it.
That's when things will get very spicy. The longer I go without eating, the spicier it'll be.
Stop it. Savannah's strong style. People are just also giving you suggestions. Which, if you have suggestions for Savannah's show, feel free to tweet at her I'll make sure she starts going on Twitter more.
I'm never on Twitter, so I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll make sure she goes on Twitter more.
Yeah.
So her is at y2garcia_. If you are watching this, you can see it on screen.
If you're not watching, like Katie said, at y2garcia_.
Exactly. I'm just like looking at the chat now. Sorry. So with, like I said, we have the ShElite showcase every week. We have Savannah's The New Japan Takeover, name pending, in case you end up changing it. Like, it's your show, so you just have to let me know. And then I am gonna be doing interviews. Now, I'm not gonna do like, I'm not gonna start with, let me preface that. I'm not gonna start with like trying to grab wrestlers left and right, because I know that's a difficult thing to try and do.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was kind of take a spin on an interview. I'm going to start interviewing fellow podcasters in the wrestling community and kind of delve into why they got started, what their podcast is specifically about, how like their group came together, stuff like that. And it's gonna be, I'm calling it Inside the Mind of ... and then insert name of person. And I'm just, whatever, I'll just say who my first one's gonna be. It is going to be our advocate,
the advocates of Katie Bay Bay and Y2 Garcia.
Is going to be Wreak
Havoc. You gotta say like Brock Lesnar, like
Stop.
the way Paul Heyman introduces Brock Lesnar, the advocate.
Stop. But it's only fitting. Plus Reek's just been like very supportive of everything we've done, and I plan on going around to like all the people I know, podcast wise. So I'll hit up the people from Smack Raw. Yes.
Well, Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I was gonna say, me, like, who the hell are we talking to? I was just gonna say, if you want, I can see if Michael, if you want to maybe interview Michael, because he has his own podcast, he has his own page. He just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Shout out.
So you can bring us clout.
He can bring us clout. Nah, yeah, so like, and that's the thing. I wanna like, excuse me, like get the like, figure out why people started doing it. Like me, I started doing this because pandemic hit and I wanted to talk about wrestling with people. Yeah. And here we are a year later, all of this is happening. So like I want to like get in touch with the Get Joe boys and anyone like Matt and Vince from Smack and Raw and everyone in the Smack Raw fam, and like start like working with other people and then getting my name out more and starting with other people that I may not know as well and stuff like that, because it's more so the interviewers, if they do interview like wrestlers or other people, the interviewers become the interviewees. And I've always liked that. Plus I have been told a few times I have a very good podcasting voice, and
you do,
as weird as it may seem, I can be very professional.
You can.
I can. It's just for this show I get to let loose, so I don't.
Yeah.
I have some professionalism, but not top notch like I can. And then on top of that, every month we're gonna do.
Oh wait, there's more.
Exactly. I need a soundboard, but that is money I don't have right now. Okay, Katie Walters, stop it. Of course, that's Justin. I don't want to hear it, Benji. Shush. Not only are we doing all of these shows, every month we're going to do some type of collab show with other podcasters. Like, details are not set in stone yet, but if you've been watching Smack Raw, after our hiatus and we came back with like the revamp and everything and like ShElite showcase, I did a super show with Justin from Get Joe, Matt from Smack and Raw, and Reek from Young Kings. So it's going to be something like that. Every month, Savannah and I are going to chat with a few of our friends in the podcasting world, talk about wrestling, talk about whatever. And it's just going to be a great time. And that way, like, it's just getting a bunch of people together and hanging out. Because what's the point of being in this community if you're not going to share it with each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know if Savannah and I can be on a show together after the pre-show tonight. That's from Matt, obviously, Savannah.
We can be on a show. I mean, you've been so nice enough to let me, of all people, be on your show. Before I wasn't even with SmackDraw, you still took a chance on me. Why? I don't know. But I'm so glad you did. So, I mean, I still think we can. But I'll leave it up to you.
I think you guys can bury the hatchet. I think you'll be fine.
I think the hatchet will about to be buried, and then all of a sudden...
Is my stream frozen or no? Okay, we're back. Jesus, I got nervous. Anyways,
yeah,
I think that's all I have.
Yeah, I think I'm like, I don't know what else to say. You know, I guess just also thank you guys for tuning in these last 9 weeks. First of all, I can't believe it's been 9 weeks. It's been 9 episodes. And we still get the same support from every single one of you. And I am only hoping that we'll get this same support, which I'm pretty sure we will because you guys are fucking awesome. But yeah, I hope to see you guys when we are on our own, starting fresh from the ground up.
Yep.
And it's going to be exciting, and I am looking forward to it because, you know, what's not there to be excited about, you know?
Yeah, we're delving into some new territory. Like, this is Savannah's first podcasting experience, is doing this with me.
Oh, for sure.
And I'll say this, like, this being our last thing with SmackDraw, thank you to SmackDraw for
sure
everything you've done for me the past year. I kind of touched about this last week, or whenever the fuck I hit a year. Maybe last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember anymore. Beginning of August. Whatever show we did, I hit a year. So, specifically, Kyle, thank you for giving me my start. Get me in this. Yeah. And helping me connect with all of these cool people who are in the chat right now, blowing it up. And to the people who are blowing up the chat, thank you for sticking around and dealing with...
Yeah, you're the best.
And not just me, but now you gotta deal with Savannah, too.
Yeah, sorry.
Whoops. But in all sincerity, thank you to everyone and everything.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning of the ShElite Showcase. And,
there's still much more to come.
There is. September 16th. That is going to be the first time Savannah and I go live on our Twitch, on our own show. And we hope to see you guys there. So, for Katie, Baby, Miss Y2 Garcia, we are the ShElite Showcase. My mouse isn't here anymore. That's awkward. I was reaching for it. And we thank you guys so much for sticking around.
Yes.
So, until next time, bye-bye.